you understand. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Collector Cody, and today in this video, before we start, I just want to say, you guys probably noticed I haven't been putting out a lot of videos recently, or even if they were just short videos. That's because in my free time I've been playing Insomniac's Spider-Man 2, which right off the bat, this game is a work of art. It's a masterpiece because I don't really cover gaming stuff on my channel, but as a giant Spider-Man fan, I thought I had to make this video and sort of give a summary and sort of my thoughts and reviews on it. And all the stuff in this video I captured myself, videos or sort of just pictures. I had a lot of fun with this. Every 5 minutes in the game I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna record that and note that down and make sure that's in the video. But I couldn't even have, because this would be like a 5-hour long video if I added all that stuff. So I just added some clips as well. But anyway, straight into it. This game is amazing. Everything about it is amazing, and I'm going to start off with some stuff that I personally liked. I absolutely loved how fast this game is. The fast travel in this, you hold down triangle and you're immediately there. It's unbelievable. The map is also brilliant, twice the size of Miles Morales. You can cover so much ground in it, and it's just unbelievable how they use the PS5 to use their mechanics and stuff about it. I don't know much about how they make video games or anything, so I can't really tell how that works. But all I know is that they used it very well, very, very well. And it's amazing. But one thing that I personally love was all the little Easter eggs and all of the little suits as well, because I spent absolutely ages looking at these suits, just customize them, changing them every 2 minutes because they're absolutely awesome. But not only that, I think it's the fact that they added so many of them that you can see, and you can get them after all the missions, which is just unbelievable that they have so many of them and each of them designed for that, But speaking of missions, actually, straight to the story, I just want to say that this is one of the best stories I've ever seen. This is up there with maybe Spider-Man 2, and it's actually unbelievable because the story itself is not only fun to play, but the cutscenes and the main sort of theme of the story is also unbelievable. I love that. And for the villains, obviously there was Venom, but we'll get to that in a second, because Kraven the Hunter is unbelievable in this game, because I haven't actually read any of the comic books that actually had Kraven in it, but Kraven is actually really cool in this. He's definitely better than the trailer that we've seen for Kraven the Hunter that's coming out. He just seemed like a real enemy. He didn't seem like some random guy. He just sort of felt like he actually was an opposing threat for the two Spider-Men. And I think they did his character very, very well. And not only that, but the whole sort of enemies, the way they have that was just really, really cool, because we also had Venom, and Venom was actually crazy. No spoilers, of course, but in Venom, the character himself was really cool. His host was very cool. I think the way they did the symbiote was definitely a lot like Spider-Man 3, which of course it would be, but they just did it in a better way. They didn't go over the top with the symbiote. Not saying much about Spider-Man 3, but they did the symbiote very, very well. But they also did the Bully Maguire sort of thing very well as well. And I thought that was really, really cool. And I just think that having these two villains, which they've had in most games, they won't just have the one because it's not a 2-hour movie. It's a 15-hour game. I think that having these two villains, but not having them sort of clashing, but it also didn't feel like it was two separate games either. It just sort of transitioned perfectly. Another thing I actually wanted to talk about was the voice acting in this game. I'm not sure if they did motion capture for obvious reasons that, you know, he's not actually Spider-Man, but Yuri Lowenthal in this game has an amazing performance, and not only that, but he feels like he's Spider-Man. Like his voice, like just everything about his sort of character as Spider-Man feels just like him, that you're just straight in, he's Spider-Man. But I'm not really sure how they even made this, like I said before, but for this game, I don't think they did motion captures as they did in like most other cutscenes in games. Like I seen a documentary about The Last of Us and how they did all this motion capture and then voice recorded over it and sort of acted. But I suppose in this, just even if they didn't do that, the whole his character, and as did the rest of the cast, I just think him in particular was brilliant. But I think because we're speaking about this, and as you know how they sort of have the two characters, after those two, I think having how fast it is and having both characters in it meant that you could switch between characters so easily, and it was absolutely amazing how you could sort of play as some missions that were originally set for Miles, such as the Brooklyn Visions missions, or there might also be some Peter missions, you know. But there was also some Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man ones where you could play as either of them. I think that was really, really nice because it felt like they really were a duo. It didn't feel like how it would have felt if they were like two games together. I think like they blended it really well and made it feel like they really were like two Spider-Men instead of one Spider-Man and another one that helps out, you know. I think like this one was just perfect, and you know, I can't keep saying this enough, but if it was a movie, my god, it would be so good as it already is. But yeah, I just think this game is absolutely unbelievable, and if you haven't played it already, you have to check it out because it's amazing. If it was a movie, yeah, it's a 10 out of 10, but I don't know how I would rank games, but this one is extremely, extremely high. It is one of the best video games that I have ever played, and I hope you guys can check it out sometime, and thank you guys so very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.